Alright, y'all, welcome back to a brand new video. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, there has been a lot of questions coming to the point of asking, am I gonna fight? Am I a fighter? Am I this? Am I that? All these things coming into question. And all I have to say is, rather than me just talking and saying yes, 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 or no, 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 and just constantly answering questions and going on and continuing to talk about it over and over and over again, you guys are gonna see. You guys are definitely gonna see. You guys are definitely gonna see what all of this is being, filmed and documented for. How many people I could bring together, and how much of a stronger space we could build in terms of the fighting community, in terms of boxing, in terms of just all around combat sports content. Hopefully I could get a fight in the next coming month, because I believe that's when competitions start back up and we're able to compete again in whether that be Ringmasters, USA Boxing, the Junior Olympics, Golden Gloves, whatever the case may be. And me personally, I just been trying my best to make sure I stay in shape all around and make sure I keep my mind and my body sharp. For me, that's number one, because if my mind isn't sharp, then nothing else can really follow. My mind isn't right, my mind isn't in the ring there 100% present, then I pretty much can't do anything correctly, or I can't do most things correctly. There are some times when I feel like I have a outer body experience and I just feel like I'm in the flow, and I'm understanding everything 100%. Things are just coming supernatural, in a supernatural pace. I remember there was this time when I was going to the boxing gym consistently for about a month, and I could feel it. I could feel the difference between me being consistent and me being inconsistent. And it's a stark contrast to what I really want to make sure I keep on the correct path for, and whatever I want to set in stone, set straight in terms of where I want to get. Right now, I'm just trying to get as far as I possibly can to show to myself, and to not only that, but other people, that whatever I set my mind to, or whoever sets their mind on something, can achieve and can complete 100%, because your mind is that powerful, And if I feel good, I'm gonna perform good as well. And I just want to make sure I have everything in a constant pace to where it's just rinse and repeat. And, I keep myself entertained with the entire process of me working out, training, having fun, and laughing and enjoying my time with whatever I'm doing. So that's number one. Number two is making sure I go over, whether that be any mistakes or any good things of my training, good parts of my training that I be doing, and make sure I either patch up those mistakes or recognize what I'm doing well, and continue to do that, continue to do more of that, and even mix it up, That's, I don't think, me personally, you shouldn't just look at what you're doing wrong, but also look at the things you're doing right, and also continue to make sure that you're building upon those things as well. So that's number two for me. Also watching my peers and how they not only compete, but how they train, and how they are, outside the ring as well. I try my best to take all that in and make sure you know, not to only take in how they are inside the ring, but their demeanor outside the ring as well. I think, you know, of practicing a combat sport or fighting is more than just being in the ring. It's you as a entire whole, you as a complete person. And I think whatever you have going on outside the ring can also be shared with you inside the ring as well, and it could be something that you take with you. Now, what's my goal? You know, I never really had a goal, to be honest. I've never really had much of a goal when it comes to competing in the amateurs. But now that I've thought about it a lot more, to be honest, it's, I mean, to be honest, all of this is just talk right now, to be honest. But, you know, you guys will see. But bringing together, because I see there's so many platforms out there for professional boxing, pro boxing, UFC and stuff like that. So me personally, now I just got into the sport 2.5 years ago. And I think that we can build a platform of, you know, amateur boxing as well, where amateur boxing can be covered a lot more, and, like, you know, a light can be shown down up on a lot more of the sport of, or the aspect of amateur boxing. So that's number one for me. Number two is I just want to achieve as much as possible, like whether that be belts, whether that be medals, whether that be a good record, competing against you know, top guys in whatever division, and just going out there and competing as my best every single time, and, you know, making sure everything's on point. I'm feeling good every time I step into the ring, and have my mind clear and ready and set on the goal that I have in mind. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. And even to, let's say I move on from being an amateur and being a pro, you know, I'll gladly accept that too. You know, I think, to be honest, in whatever time I have or anybody else have, either in amateur sports, amateur boxing, or professional boxing, whatever the case may be, sky's the limit. You know, why stop at a certain point and put a cap on ourselves? I think that's just, like, you know, doing ourselves a disservice at that point. And just, you know, keep an open mind to whatever you can achieve, because the same way we think that, you know, things may be a little out of reach, why not just flip our thinking on its head and just be like, it's possible to achieve many other things in the sport as well. Like, let's say you want to be like a world champion, go for it, you know? I just think that you just have to put the time in and put the work in, and I'm willing to do that, and I think many other people out there is willing to do that as well. So why not just put yourself out there and do it? All in all, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I'm just sounding a little too optimistic, but that's just my way of thinking. Like, I feel like it's not possible until somebody sees it's done. Like, it always seems impossible until they see somebody else do it. And I feel like that goes to show you how life is, not just in sports or in content creation or whatever the case may be, but just many other things in life. You just gotta, why not be the first one, you know? Just, all you gotta do is put the work and time in. So, yeah, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what y'all think down below, and I'll see you on the next one.